Welcome to Top 10s Box. Today we've listed the most watched movies worldwide of 2025 so far, so let's get started. Final Destination Bloodlines is at the 10th place of our list. Final Destination Bloodlines is a 2025 American supernatural horror film released theatrically in the US on May 16, 2025. Directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein, the screenplay was penned by Guy Busick and Laurie Evans Taylor, based on a story they co-created with producer John Watts. As the sixth installment in the franchise, the film stars Caitlin Santawana as Stefani Reyes, alongside Teo Briones, Richard Harmon, Owen Patrick Joyner, Anna Lore, Breck Basinger, and series icon Tony Todd reprising his role as William Bloodworth in one of his final performances. Produced by New Line Cinema and distributed by Warner Brothers, the story follows a college student plagued by premonitions who returns home to unravel a deadly family curse, delivering the franchise's highest critical acclaim and box office success to date. Sinners is at the 9th place of our list. Sinners is a 2025 American Southern Gothic supernatural horror film written and directed by Ryan Coogler, who also produced via Proximity Media alongside Zinzi Coogler and Seva Hanian. It premiered at the AMC Lincoln Square in New York City on April 3, 2025, and received its theatrical release in the US on April 18, 2025. Set in 1932 Mississippi, the story follows twin brothers Smoke and Stack Moore, both portrayed by Michael B. Jordan, who return to their hometown to open a juke joint, only to face a terrifying vampire menace. The ensemble cast includes Haley Steinfeld, Miles Cotton, Jack O'Connell, Wunmi Mosaku, Delroy Lindo, Jamie Lawson, Omar Benson Miller, Yao, and Lee Junli. With cinematography by Autumn Durrell-Arkapaw and a score by Ludwig Göransson, the film runs approximately 137 minutes, earned around $364 million worldwide, and has been widely praised for its genre-blending storytelling, rich historical texture, and powerful performances. Thunderbolts is at the 8th place of our list. Thunderbolts is a 2025 American superhero film and the climactic conclusion to Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, released theatrically in the US on May 2, 2025. The film was directed by Jake Schreier, known for his work on Paper Towns and the TV series Beef, and scripted by Eric Pearson and Joanna Kahlo, with Pearson also credited for the story. The ensemble cast features Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, Sebastian Stan reprising Bucky Barnes the Winter Soldier, Wyatt Russell as U.S. Agent, Olga Kurylenko as Taskmaster, David Harbour as Red Guardian, Hannah John Kamen as Ghost, Louis Pullman debuting as Robert Bob Reynolds Sentry, Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, Geraldine Vishwanathan, Chris Bauer, and Wendell Pierce. Centered on a ragtag team of anti-heroes enlisted by the CIA for covert missions, the film combines high-stakes action such as Florence Pugh performing a stunt jumping off Kuala Lumpur's Merdeka 118 with emotional character arcs and internal conflict, culminating in the team being rebranded as the New Avengers. Critically acclaimed as one of Marvel's stronger character-driven entries, Thunderbolts earned about $381 million worldwide and has since been released digitally and on Blu-ray in July 2025. Captain America Brave New World is at the 7th place of our list. Captain America Brave New World is a 2025 American superhero film marking a new era in the Captain America franchise. It premiered at the TCL Chinese Theater on February 11, 2025. With its wide U.S. release on February 14, 2025, the international rollout followed shortly thereafter. The film was directed by Julius Ona, and the screenplay was crafted by Rob Edwards, with writing contributions from Malcolm Spellman, Dallin Musson, Julius Ona, and Peter Glanz. Anthony Mackie returns as Sam Wilson Captain America, joined by a star-studded ensemble that includes Danny Ramirez, Harrison Ford, Shira Haas, Carl Lumbly, Giancarlo Esposito, Tim Blake Nelson, Liv Tyler, Kosha Rockmore, Tim Blake Nelson, and Tim Blake Nelson doubling roles. The movie delves into Sam Wilson's navigation of a global conspiracy tied to President Ross, featuring intense action, political intrigue, and emotional depth, with a runtime of 118 minutes, and grossing approximately $415 million worldwide, making it the 4th highest grossing film of 2025. How to Train Your Dragon is at the 6th place of our list. How to Train Your Dragon is a 2025 fantasy-adventure film based on Cressida Cowell's beloved book series and the DreamWorks animated trilogy. Written and directed by Dean DeBlois, who helmed both the original animated film and its sequels. The movie premiered in U.S. theaters on June 13, 2025, following an initial planned release in March that shifted due to strikes. It stars Mason Thames as Hiccup Horrendous Haddock, Nico Parker as Astrid Hofferson, and sees Gerard Butler reprising his role as Stoik the Vast from the animated franchise. The ensemble also includes Nick Frost, Julian Dennison, Bronwyn James, Harry Trevaldwyn, Ruth Codd, Peter Serafinowicz, and others. Filmed in Northern Ireland and blending practical sets with advanced CGI for a realistic dragon world, the story follows Hiccup's bond with Toothless, a Night Fury, as he challenges Viking prejudice and bridges the gap between humans and dragons. With John Powell returning to score, the film aims to honor the original's emotional core and rich soundtrack, while marking Universal's first live-action adaptation of a DreamWorks animated feature. Detective Chinatown 1900 is at the 5th place of our list. Detective Chinatown 1900 is a 2025 Chinese comedy mystery buddy film directed by Chen Xiqing and Dai Mo, with the screenplay written by Chen Xiqing himself. This fourth installment in the franchise serves as a prequel set in San Francisco's Chinatown around 1900, following Chinese medicine practitioner Qin Fu and half-Native American tracker Agui as they investigate a gruesome murder that ignites anti-Chinese sentiment. The film also features Chow Yun-fat in a pivotal role as community leader by Xian Ling and John Cusack portraying Congressman Grant. It premiered in mainland China on January 29, 2025 and grossed approximately $503 million globally. Clocking in at around 135 minutes, the story combines humor, vivid period detail, and social commentary on xenophobia while maintaining the franchise's signature high-energy slapstick and mystery-driven pacing. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is at the 4th place of our list. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is a 2025 action spy blockbuster directed by Christopher McQuarrie, who co-wrote the screenplay with Eric Jendriesen, based on Bruce Geller's original TV series. After premiering at Cannes and in Tokyo in early May, it was released widely in the US and other major markets on May 23, 2025, with its international debut beginning on May 17 to 21 across regions like the UK, Hong Kong, and South Korea. Starring Tom Cruise in his final portrayal of Ethan Hunt, the film reunites franchise favorites including Hayley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Angela Bassett, Esai Morales, Pomme Clementif, Henry Czerny, Hannah Waddingham, Nick Offerman, and Mariella Garriga. Clocking in at approximately 169 minutes, the story centers on Ethan and the IMF team's globetrotting mission to stop the rogue AI known as the Entity and secure nuclear safety, punctuated by jaw-dropping stunts including Cruise clinging to a biplane wing while wrapping up a 30-year saga. With a reported budget of $300 to $400 million and grossing roughly $562 million worldwide, it has been both a financial feat and emotional capstone for the franchise. Lilo & Stitch is at the 3rd place of our list. Lilo & Stitch, Disney's live-action computer-animated reimagining of the beloved 2002 classic, premiered at the El Capitan Theater in Los Angeles on May 17, 2025, and opened nationwide in the U.S. on May 23, 2025. Directed by Dean Fleischerkamp and written by Chris Keekaniokalani Bright alongside Mike Van Ways, the film retains its heartwarming origins while infusing new emotional depth. It stars newcomer Mayaka Aloha as Lilo Pelekai, Chris Sanders reprising his role as the voice of Stitch, and Sydney Elizabeth Aguedong as Nanny Sherwood, with Zach Galifianakis playing Dr. Jumba Jukiba, Billy Magnuson as Agent Pleakley, Courtney B. Vance as Cobra Bubbles, Tia Carrere in a new role as Mrs. Kikoa, Hannah Waddingham voicing the Grand Councilwoman, and Kaipo Dedoit, Amy Hill, and Jason Scott Lee rounding out the main cast. Scored by Dan Romer with visual effects by ILM, the film grossed approximately $946 million worldwide, breaking Memorial Day box office records, and prompted early development of a sequel. Critically, it's described as capturing the animated original's warmth, even as it reinterprets comedic and emotional moments for live-action cinema. A Minecraft Movie is at the 2nd place of our list. A Minecraft Movie is a live-action adaptation of the popular video game, directed by Jared Hess and written by Chris Bowman, Hubble Palmer, Neil Widener, Gavin James, and Chris Scaletta. The film stars Jason Momoa as Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison, a former gaming champion turned video game store owner, Jack Black as Steve, the iconic Minecraft character, Danielle Brooks as Dawn, a real estate agent and mobile petting zoo operator, Emma Myers as Natalie, a creative young woman, and Sebastian Hansen as Henry, Natalie's younger brother. The plot follows these four misfits who are unexpectedly transported into the overworld, a cubic world filled with adventure and danger, and must navigate this new reality to find their way back home. The film features appearances by Jennifer Coolidge, Matt Berry, and Jermaine Clement, and includes cameos from YouTubers like DanTDM, Afma, Mumbo Jumbo, and LD Shadowlady. It was released on April 4, 2025, and has grossed approximately $954 million worldwide, making it the second highest grossing film of 2025 and the second highest grossing video game adaptation of all time. Despite mixed critical reviews, the film has become a pop culture phenomenon, particularly among younger audiences, and is now available for streaming on HBO Max and VOD platforms. Ne Zha 2 is at the top of our list. Ne Zha 2 is a Chinese animated fantasy action-adventure film and the direct sequel to the 2019 hit Ne Zha. Directed and written by Jiaozi, the film is based on the mythological character Nezha from the 16th century Chinese novel Investiture of the Gods. It was released in China on January 29, 2025, coinciding with the Chinese New Year. The film features voice performances by Yanting Lu as Nezha, Mo Han as Ao Bing, and Shen Hao as Li Jing. Following a catastrophic event, the souls of Nezha and Ao Bing are preserved, but their physical forms are deteriorating. Tai Jinren attempts to reconstruct their bodies using the seven-colored lotus, but encounters numerous challenges. The film delves into themes of destiny, sacrifice, and the struggle between good and evil. Ne Zha 2 has achieved significant commercial success, grossing over $2.2 billion worldwide, making it the highest-grossing animated film of all time. Critics have praised its breathtaking animation, epic battle sequences, and emotional depth, with some noting its blend of traditional Chinese mythology with modern storytelling techniques. We have come to the end of the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.